Tony Katz, and may I just say thank you, Rabbi Sandy Sasso. You can actually watch this happen. We stream the show from time to time on Facebook, facebook.com/Tony Katz Radio. Rabbi Sandy Sasso, I apologize. Her husband, Dennis Sasso, also a rabbi. Congregation Bethel Zedek, right here in Indianapolis. Longtime rabbis of the synagogue. And I will make no bones about the fact that they see the world differently politically than I do. That's fine. Let us have great conversations. But I could never understand the participation in the Women's March. Not because there's anything wrong with women saying, hey, we're going to have a rally. There's nothing wrong with that at all. But the Women's March is headed up by Linda Sarsour and Tamika Mallory and Carmen Perez, this Bob Bland character. This is a lot of anti-Semitism. Constant and consistent. And, of course, these leaders have nothing but adoration and respect and love for Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan, who is a bigot. Louis Farrakhan, who is an anti-Semite. Louis Farrakhan.
Here the Jews don't like Farrakhan, so they call me Hitler. Well, that's a good name. Hitler was a very great man.
That's Louis Farrakhan. Louis Farrakhan
Is a boost. So when they talk about Farrakhan, call me a hater, you know what they do? Call me an anti-Semite. Stop it. I'm anti-termite.
That's Louis Farrakhan. And that's who the Women's March leaders respect and adore. Rabbi Sandy Sasso in the Indianapolis Business Journal, the Women's March has an anti-Semitism problem. Yes, it does. And writing in part, Jewish women are being asked to stay with the march as an expression of solidarity. I've been asked whether I will participate this year. Well, I pledge to continue to help enhance women's power. I regret that I cannot attend this year's Women's March without abdicating my self-respect as a Jewish woman. Good on you, Rabbi. Absolutely, positively good on you. Thank you for saying so. Thank you for doing so. Thank you for writing so. It is appreciated and it is respected. No, you and I probably don't see eye to eye on a series of things. We at least recognize reality together. And for that, I'm shoulder to shoulder. What do you want to do? You can't, I'm never going to find somebody who agrees with me 100% except for me. I agree with me 100% of the time. We will discuss the other subjects, but recognizing that the Women's March is run by these anti-Semites, by these bigots who support Louis Farrakhan, it can't be denied. And the facts are, the science is settled. The facts are clear. And now that we know this, why is it that Representative Andre Carson of Indianapolis still will not denounce him? Why is Andre Carson, the congressman, the representation of Central Indiana, why will he not denounce Louis Farrakhan as the bigot and anti-Semite he is? There can be no confusing the facts, the reality here of what it is we're dealing with. So why is it that we somehow give this congressman a pass? There is no pass to be given. I have talked about this often. I have discussed this now for months, if not years. I discussed the fact that Jews and Christians and Muslims and others got together in a show of solidarity after Pittsburgh, and they said that we must confront anti-Semitism, and there was Andre Carson sitting in the pews, and no one said, you, sir, need to denounce Louis Farrakhan. Not a soul said, you, sir, need to denounce Louis Farrakhan. Congressman Andre Carson, you need to denounce Louis Farrakhan. You need to denounce this person. The Women's March won't denounce him, and everybody recognizes that it's straight up anti-Semitism, and they have to walk. They have to find another way to have their voice be heard. You, sir, are willing to work with him. You've said so to the people at Wish TV, to the people at Fox 59. You've said so to Tim Swearens over at the Indy Star. You will work with this bigot. Why? And why should Indianapolis ever respect you? Why in the world do we vote for you, for the love of the Lord? Really? The people of Indianapolis, do you honestly believe that these are people who only vote based on skin color or based on last name? I have much more faith in the people of Indianapolis than you, sir. The facts are in, and the decision, the reality is as clear as day. The science is settled. Yes, the Women's March leaders are anti-Semites. They support an anti-Semite. And that anti-Semite, Louis Farrakhan, is supported by our Congressman, Andre Carson. When will we demand that he denounce Farrakhan or go find another job? Traffic right now, and Matt Baer in the WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Northbound 65, man. There's still